and he opens the scoring in the Asian Champions League final. Who else?
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to Ulsan Champions League final day here against Al-Nassr. We'll be coming up against them across two legs. The first one at home in the Ulsan Hyundai Stadium, and then we go away to Al-Nassr to Saudi Arabia, our first time against a West Asian team in this competition, and it's none other than the final where we will play against them. So in terms of the team we'll be playing against, I mean, we should probably look at how our preparations have gone. Not too good, if I'm being honest. We had a draw here against Busan, a 5-3 loss against Daejeon, a 6-0 loss against Daegu. I think they were inflicting a bit of revenge for all those times we beat them recently. A 3-1 win there, a 2-0 win there, a 5-2 win in their stadium in the cup, and then they beat us at home 1-0, 1-1 draw there, 2-0 win there, and then a 1-1 draw there. They've not had a look into us in ages, really, so I think they got a little bit of revenge there. But we got a 3-1 win against Daejeon, a Sung Chul Kim hat-trick, exactly what you want going into this game. Now, in terms of the opposition, what we used to do all the time before all our finals in the Corners of Europe Challenge, we took a look at the teams who we're playing against. This is the team we'll be expecting to play against. We've got a very, very tough defence of Rodri and Kim Min-jae pairing each other. Ruben Neves ahead of them, so them three will make up possibly the best backline in all of the Asian Champions League. And it will be very tough, but they're all quite old at this point. I mean, Neves 35, Rodri, how old will he be? 35, Kim Min-jae 35 or 35 years old against the very, very good attack force that we have. It'll be interesting to see how they face up, but apart from that, the only really notable player, Lindstrom, on that right side, 32 years of age. He's had a good campaign in the Champions League, but I think I think we can potentially beat them. It's going to be a very, very tough game. They've got players like Chukwueze, who's not even in this team. They rate Kim Min-jae, Neves quite highly, but there also is some insecurity in some other positions as well. As you can see, they're a bit of a wing play style, but we have quite an overload on the wings, and some of our best players are found on those sides. So I hope we can get the result. If we don't, then we'll have to go again, but let's get straight into it. It's the Champions League final, first leg at home against Al-Nassr. So the team for this game against Al-Nassr, a few tired legs. We obviously had to catch up with games and stuff that we've missed because of these knockout games. They don't expect us to get there, so they put games in the places where we would play them, and then they have to get rearranged. One thing I forgot to mention, the suit has come out. As you can see, we've always got to get it out for the final, and it's come out for this occasion here. We've got no Escobar today, who's suspended, and Otani still has not returned. Will he be back? No, he won't be back for the second leg. We've got Park in goal, backline of Meli, Lee, Ko, Garcia, Jaebon Lee, Dongmin Kim, Ahmed in the middle, Kim Hun on the left, Taewon Kim on the right, and Sung Chul Kim up top. Kick-off here in this game against Al-Nassr. Just go and get this slow down. I think we start in the attacking mentality. We need to get these goals at home, and our biggest threat is in the attack, not in the... I mean, our defence is good, but obviously we're missing players like Escobar today. I think Kim will do well there, actually, in that position, but I still think it makes sense to go on the attack and get those goals in nice and early, especially with that home advantage, and we might do it here. Ahmed goes out to Meli on this left side. It's a ball in behind. Kim Hun, can he look to square it? He does. Sung Chul Kim is there, and he opens the scoring in the Asian Champions League final. Who else but Sung Chul Kim to score to make it 1-0 here against Al-Nassr. We've already got in behind this defence of, I assume it's the three we expected. We've got Rodri, Kim Min-jae, Neves, yeah, so it is them three. We've got Kim in the middle, I think, because Neves would go into the kind of right side if he's playing on this right side, and then cover when he needs to accordingly. But we've started well here in this game. We get that opening goal. We might be tested here a little bit though in terms of the defense, or maybe not. We turn this over. Ahmed in behind Sung Chul Kim. Can he square it? Can he pull it back? Where will he go? He goes back to Kim Hun. Ahmed is in behind the fake, and Kim with the shot, and he scores. Taewon Kim 2-0 here. 20 minutes in, the Ulsan Hyundai fans are going ecstatic here, and so am I. It's 2-0 here, and what a goal it is. It's Taewon Kim. They have the fake from, it would have been Sung Chul Kim playing it into what was it? It's Sung Chul Kim back to Kim Hun, who's had an incredible game, so they've all have really. Ahmed as well. Ahmed fakes it, and then he leaves it for Taekwon Kim, who blasts it into the roof of the net. What a start it's been here in this game. Let's have a look. We've been dispossessed, and now Al-Nassr will look to try and attack. We really need to defend this here. It's been our first real test. The player sends us the wrong way, the shot goes in, and we have to be doing better there. It's 2-1 here in this game. A very, very lively start, but we do still retain our lead. The away goal has been scored for Al-Nassr, which could be all important. If the final gets decided on away goals, that's a bit of a mockery, really. But I don't know why it's just not one tie. I really don't. And one thing I was thinking, I don't know if I mentioned it already, about the music. How is there no music? There should be a theme song for this competition, but I guess not. I think it makes sense that we start attacking, get those goals in, and clearly it's worked out for us here. We might get another one. Garcia, can he find Sung Chul Kim? Or Kobe goes to Sung Chul Kim with the header, and he does score. 3-1 here. Sung Chul Kim, 2 goals in the final, and we might just be about to run away with this Asian Champions League. We have absolutely blown away Al-Nassr against all odds. We are definitely not the favourites here in this game, but it's 3-1 here before half time, and what a first half it has been. Can we go and get a few more goals, and we might just be on our way to winning the Asian Champions League and completing Asian football. 3-1 the scoreline here, 50 minutes in, a few tired legs as we said. I might play some of the youth academy, to be honest. I think we got a bit excited in our preparations and getting to this point that we had those losses, but honestly I'm not bothered if this is how we're going to play when it really matters. 3-1 the scoreline after 67 minutes. We'll go and look to make those changes. Not many we can make, but we will still look to make them. Can we bring Vasquez into the midfield? We can't bring him into the midfield, but I think we can go and bring what can we do here? Let's have a look. I mean, we don't have obviously a midfielder with the suspension for Escobar there. We can bring Chen Zheng on and then move up a little bit. So if we put Vasquez off there, Chen Zheng, and then move him like alongside a little bit, something like that. It's a bit of an asymmetrical one. That's how it would work. Yeah, that's good there. And then we go and bring, who else do we bring on? Kim Hun's had a really good game. I think we bring Melly off. He's had a quiet game on that left side. I think the ball's been a lot more advanced when we've created that overload, but in this game I think we're going to sit a little bit more balanced now. We don't want Al-Nassr to get a goal here in this game. Bit more balanced, bit more cautious of what Al-Nassr could do here in this game. The team formerly, well still is, but formerly in game of Cristiano Ronaldo. The full-time whistle is going to go in this game, and we have a 3-1 lead in the Asian Champions League final. So I can't quite believe this has happened, but when it's come to editing the video, the audio files for this game here, the second leg, has completely gone. So I'm going to have to be doing a voiceover of what happens, as if I don't already know what happens. So hopefully I keep it quite convincing now. In terms of what's going on here, announcing the team, it starts with parking our back line of Melly, Lee, Ko and Garcia, Jaewon Lee, Escobar, Ahmed in the middle, Kim Hun on the left, Taekwon Kim on the right, and Sung Chul Kim up top as the game gets underway here. Do not look at the lips. I could put another face cam over, but I think it would be, I'm out of the suit now, so I think it wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, I'll just have to go along, probably commentate what's going on, and get on with this final. Obviously it's annoying that happens in the final, but what can you do really? I think the mentality here was just to go at Al-Nassr like we did in the first leg, coming in with that massive 3-1 lead. We didn't see much from players like from Kim Min Jae, Neves, and who was the other one alongside them? There was definitely one more. It was Rodri was the other one who was playing alongside them, so we had to be careful of what they could do in this game, but at the same time I think we could definitely come away with the win. And starting attacking, we had a game in the gap against John Buck. I think it was a 4-1 win, which is always good for the morale. So we had to go out there and just put on a really good display, get another goal, so we can kill their away goal, just nullify that, and then it would mean that they would have to win by 4 goals. A 5-2 win would still, what would that make it? It'd make it like 6-5, so they would get through with that. Would it be 6-5? Yeah, they would get through with 6-5, but 5-3, and we would get through because of away goals. 4-1, we would get through because of 4-1 to them would make it 5-4, so they would get through with that. So they'd have to win by like 4 goals or 3 goals to get through. But whether or not they do in this game, we'll have to see. We've still got quite a long time to go. Will it be this time that we do win the Asian Champions League, or will it be heartbreak at the final step? So we don't want to slip up. I think we were quite good against Vissel Kobe, and we've been good in that first leg, so we need to go and do something similar here, match that energy. And I mean, 30 minutes in, no real chances as of yet that have been of threat to either goalkeeper, which benefits us arguably, because we might not be testing their goalkeeper, but at least our goalkeeper is not being tested. A few tied legs, you'd think we'd go and change them in the second half as we approach half time here in this game. It's been quite the quiet first half really, and we go into the second half here of this game. We're going to offer up our words to those players, and now it's to the second half, 45 minutes away from seeing whether or not we win the Asian Champions League. As Dong Won Lee, where will he go? Can he go into the middle? He goes back to Melly on this left side. Where does he go? Into Jaewon Lee in the middle. Will we get a goal from this, or will it be a goal for Al-Nassr to get a look in back into the game? They had only the one real chance in that game where they scored. It was just a bit of a ball in behind. I don't think it was necessarily poor defending, but they did explode a little bit getting behind, and that's what caused them to get the goal in that game. But yeah, apart from that, I think we've been good in this tie, for 135 minutes, but we still have some remaining time to see whether or not we will become Champions League winners. But there is a foul there, and you can see the reaction on my face. It is going to be a red card, a second yellow, and Al-Nassr, if it could get any worse for them, are 3-1 down with a red card. They've got that home advantage, but whether or not they go and utilise it is a completely different story. I think we bring on fresh legs here because of the missing player on the right, so they can't come and press us really, so we go and make those changes there. We bring on Ki Hwan Kim, who's been here since the very start, a crucial part in becoming Champions League winners should we go and do it, and he's been a part of that process. As we have a chance here, Garcia plays the ball in at the near post. No one's able to get there, but it falls back out to Ahmed, who goes into Garcia. Garcia's in behind, he cuts in, he has the shot, and it just goes wide in the end. So close to that being the goal that sealed the deal for us here in the Asian Champions League final. The second leg, I think it was 80-something thousand in attendance for this game. Melly plays a ball in, who can get there? No one's able to, and it's cleared in the end, but Ahmed will give it chase. 66 minutes gone. We're in absolute dreamland here in this game. It could not get any better for us. Jung Hyun Ko, where can he go? He's trying to advance with it, and nothing comes from that in the end. But we have been so good against a team who, the first time we come up against a West Asian team, they were favourites massively for this game, and we have absolutely gone and we've gone and give them a good hiding, I think is the term for it, and it's been such a convincing display. We're going to make those changes there. We make all 5, including Vasquez, Dongmin Kim, Sung Kyo Park, which is always nice to see that he's been a part of this team. Chen Zheng is there as well as we approach 5 minutes left in normal time. Is there going to be one final chance here in this game? One more goal for Al-Nassr, and it would mean that if they score another one, they would go and win the Asian Champions League. So it is very nervy times and pulling behind ones that we've not been very good at defending, but it will go into the hands of Ji Min Park at the back. You can see the reaction on the face. It feels like it's getting closer, but there might even be one final chance. Dong Won Lee, where will he go? He goes into Ki Hwan Kim, can go into the midfield now, where he finds Dong Min Kim, and he's advancing on the ball. Chen Zheng can play in behind Sung Chul Kim. Will he do it? He does, and Sung Chul Kim to win the Asian Champions League, and he does. Sung Chul Kim with the goal. Whether or not he's onside, we'll have to see, but if he is onside, we have won the Asian Champions League. Will the arms go in the air? It does, and the Asian Champions League has been won. 3 goals over the course of the final for none other than Sung Chul Kim, and we have done it. The final few moments of this game, and the full-time whistle goes, and we have done it. We have done it here against all odds, against Al-Nassr. What a record against Sydney, Jeonbuk, Vissel Kobe, and now the first time we play a team from the Middle East in Al-Nassr, we go and beat them in the final. It's an incredible display, and we have finally done it. Completed Asian football, and we are Asian Champions League winners.
Oh, yes!
So there you have it, quite an incredible display really. We've done it, we are Asian Champions League winners, and I'm not sure what I go over it really. I know I definitely show the medal winners. I think that we go into the email for that now. Obviously I can't quite, I could go ahead, but we'll stick with what he's saying. Let's have a look at what he's saying. We completed Asian football, 5 trophies. We won with Ulsan Hyundai, and here we go and look at the I was speaking about actually here the fact that the board nearly gave up. They did nearly give up, but what they did is they stuck with us. They always believed, and we went and won that Champions League in the end. The team who got medals: Garcia, Tae-hwan Kim, we've got Kim Hun, Ki-hwan Kim, Andreas Melli, we've got Sung-chul Kim, Jae-ki Shin, even if he wasn't here, he's still part of the group, Sung-kyo Park, Dong-min Kim, Chen Zheng, Dong-won Lee, Jae-bon Lee, Ji-min Park, Tai-hui Han, Jesus Vasquez, Emmanuel Ahmed, Jose Escobar, Jung Kyung Ko, and Hayato Otani. They are the medal winners. It might have been tough, we might have been on the verge of sacking, but the board still kept us with that job, and we always believed, we never gave up, and we became Asian Champions League winners. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this old tune, and I'll see you tomorrow wherever we are. Thank you, bye bye.